Yes, sir. What's happening, Chiefs Kingdom? My ride or die Chiefs family. What's happening? It's your boy Wildcard Mar. We are back with another episode of the Wildcard Chief. It's episode 29. Yes, appreciate the love and the support. And before we get too deep off in this recap of that 41-10 beatdown at our Kansas City Chiefs gave them Chicago Bears, make sure, please, go on over to RW Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram. Most importantly, the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Ding! Lets you know every time we drop new content. Out of Sports 1 on the Twitter as well. And if you want to chop it up with me personally, KC Wildcard Mara on the Twitter as well. So, man, what a great victory. 41-10. Chiefs beating up on the Chicago Bears, handling business. And hey, you love to see it. You love to see it. But let's get over some of these 5 observations that Wildcard Mar had about the game and just kind of recapping everything. And here's observation number 1. We got to talk about the elephant in the room. We do. We got to talk about the elephant in the room. Oh, no, I ain't talking about you Swifties and this new fandom that's been coming our way because of Taylor Swift being at the game. No, I'm talking about how the NFL is directly, absolutely singling out Jawan Taylor. All right, so here's the deal. We talked about Jawan Taylor, first few weeks with the, lining up all sides of illegal formations, somewhat, whatever. But here's the deal. So once Chris Collinsworth made a big deal out of it in the Detroit Chiefs game, and then it was pretty much made a big deal of it last week. As a fan, I'm thinking like, come on, Jawan Taylor, like you got to adjust. And to this point, he still has to. But I think it's coming to the point where the NFL is really singling him out. Because I know you guys did it. I did it. Every football game that I watch, I'm looking at how the tackles are lining up. And there's really no difference from what Jawan is doing, from any other tackle is doing. Lane Johnson, I mean, you saw what he was doing on Monday night against the Buccaneers. I mean, come on. I don't know how they even missed that offsides on him. So you can tell that, hey, come on, like, is it really Jawan Taylor or y'all just really trying to make got a vendetta against specifically him? It's to the point where both Andy Reid and Patrick had to say something. So I'm kind of with them that, hey, this is kind of getting out of hand now. Like, he's making adjustments. He's trying to do better. And, I mean, what's going on? Matter of fact, take a look at what Andy and Patrick had to say about the situation.
Yeah, last week we had like over 400 yards, and we were shooting ourselves in the foot with some of the penalties, and we cut down on that a bit. I think, I checked out all the looks that our right tackle got called on today, and I'm seeing it on both sides of the ball. I'm seeing it with our left tackle. I mean, he might be being picked on just a little bit here, but I felt today. I thought they did a good job the week before, but today I thought it was too much. I mean, I wasn't seeing it, but still we got to keep working on that and get through this.
Why did you take him out?
Patrick, Andy mentioned that he thought maybe today Jawan was getting picked on a little bit by the officials instead of seeing the lining up stuff all around the league. What was your view of that today on the cover?
Yeah, it's wild to me. I mean, when you go back and look at the tablet and they're both in the exact same spot, I don't understand it. It's hard because he's playing great football and he's getting these penalties thrown on him. And I mean, I know it's hard to be to officiate, but I watch a lot of tape and he's no deeper than any other tackle in the league. I mean, there's other guys that are even further back than he is. So it's crazy to see, and hopefully it kind of calms down as the season goes on. But I mean, he's making adjustments, and it seems like even with his adjustments, they're not good enough, I guess.
Patrick, last time
Hey, I mean, you heard what Andy and Patrick both had to say. They feel like I feel, and probably a lot of people in the Chiefs Kingdom have to feel that. Come on, like we're looking at all these other football games where these tackles are literally so deep into the, or far away from the line of scrimmage. You're not even close to being on the line of scrimmage, not at all. I mean, they're almost 2 feet from behind the center. It's ridiculous. Some of these offensive lines are looking like the letter C. Literally, just straight curve. Like there's no, like come on NFL. You can't sit here and call this on one guy, on one team, when literally every tackle, left or right tackle, is not lining up the same way. Come on, you're not treating them the same way. I should say you're lining up the same way. You're not treating them the same way. Juwan Taylor is definitely getting picked on. So that was one of my biggest observations. I'm like, come on now, because it's getting ridiculous to the point where it took a touchdown off the board. And I'm glad that Andy and Patrick said something, because we don't want to have this be a situation down the road where it takes a touchdown off the board. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I don't want no more D4 offsides flashbacks. I had enough of them since 2018, 2019 season. I don't want any more repeat of that. All right. And at this point, I'm not even throwing fault on Juwan Taylor. I'm throwing fault at the NFL for blatantly singling him out. So we stand with you, Juwan. We stand with you, brother. You keep playing good football, because I like that Patrick said that, because he has been playing good football when he's not getting wrongfully accused of being in legal formation. The guy's been playing some stand-up tackle play. Been taking on some good pass rushers, and hey, they're not getting close to Patrick. They're not even sniffing his cologne or nothing. So Juwan Taylor, we riding with you, dog. All right. Yeah, Andy. Yeah, Pat. Stick up for your boy. I'm glad somebody finally did it. All right. It was necessary. It was very necessary. So my second observation, I mean, we just got to call it what it is. We obviously know the connection that Patrick Mahomes has with Travis Kelce. But you know what I'm starting to notice? Obviously, these three gentlemen are in year 2 with Patrick. Sky Moore, MVS, Justin Watson. I think he's starting to trust him just as much as he's starting to trust Travis. Because some of these throws and some of these completions that are happening over the first 3 weeks, you're like, oh, that connection looks familiar. You're doing things that I see with Patrick and Travis. So, keep it coming. Especially this throw right here with Justin on the sideline. That was a hell of a throw and a hell of a catch. So when you start seeing things like that, you're like, okay. That's our core wide receiver group. It's MVS, Sky Moore, and Justin Watson. Because Patrick is showing that he can trust him more and more week by week. Hey, and keep it coming. Obviously, we want all wide receivers to be in sync with Patrick and show up and make plays. But those three in particular, those are the core wide receivers, in my opinion, that I'm seeing that Patrick is trusting and letting them make the plays. So that's what I observed, especially in this game and in the first, couple of weeks as well, is that he's definitely given more trust in Sky Moore, MVS, and Justin Watson. And I love it, especially Justin Watson, because there's a lot of Chiefs fans over the summer and offseason I was hating on Justin Watson. I wasn't one of them. I'm glad he came back. Matter of fact, I hope he finishes his career here, because the guy is solid. And we're going to see the growth of Sky Moore for sure. And we're going to see a little bit more MVS this year as well. My third observation that I saw, man, thank you. Thank you for a better usage rate or usage ways of the running back position this week. I mean, I love the fact that both Clyde and Isaiah I love the fact, I also love the fact that in short yardage, we were able to convert in the red zone, short yardage. Obviously we see the jet sweep with sweep pass with Jerick McKinnon. So I'm glad that, hey, Jerick McKinnon got involved. Pacheco got involved. This run right here where they did the pool with Noah Gray, that was, give me more of that. So I love the fact that Andy Reid in a game like this was more balanced, was more, hey, let's get the football going on the ground game. As a team, I think it was 30 series, 2 touchdowns, probably like a buck 37 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, guys. Let me double check for sure. Yeah, it was a buck 53 on 37 carries, 2 TDs as a team on the ground. And you love to see it because, hey, man, being a team, you know what the deal is. Andy Reid and running the ball, it's tough. It's tough. Sometimes he completely abandons it. Sometimes it can be downright predictable with the run game. And so I love to see games like this where all 3 running backs using our running back committee, they all contributed. And they all did well. And they all, helped make this offense so balanced against the Bears. I mean, you love to see it. I want more of it. Obviously, I know there's going to be, stiffer defenses, tougher defenses that the Chiefs are going to, face. And sometimes you're going to have to go back to your bread and butter, what got you there, which is the pass. And I understand that. But as a fan, it's dope to see, great balance on the offensive side from Andy Reid and that high potent offense. I love to see it. Hey, I don't care what, hey, there's no other way to really say it, really. Observation number 4. And, all right, y'all. Hey, Steve Spagnuolo been in his bag. He been in his bag. He's been in his defensive coaching bag so heavy for the first 3 weeks. I mean, it's been magnificent. Getting turnovers, getting sacks, getting pressure. Stopping the run. Getting better at tackling. Love that I've been seeing from this Chiefs defense is the speed. The speed. I mean, they are literally running. I mean, is it just me? But every time I see a tackle being made, I'm seeing at least 3-4 jerseys, Chiefs jerseys in the area, like a swarm of Chief beehive. I mean, is that fair to say? I don't know what happened. But this is a defense that didn't play without Chris Jones in game 1. Did very well, only gave up 14 points. Got him back. Week 2 against the Jags, only gave up 9 points. And then against the Bears, only gave up 10 points. And that was without Nick Bolton. So there's been at least 2 games without key defensive players, and the defense doesn't miss a beat. I mean, I'm seeing something with this Chiefs defense that I haven't seen in a while. And, hey, I know there's been a lot of Chiefs fans asking for it and predicting it that, hey, this might be the year the Chiefs have a top 5 defense. Hey, we just might. Defense looks good. And we just got to give Steve Spagnuolo his credit. I know I've been critical of him from time to time. I know you guys as Chiefs fans have been critical of him from time to time. We've all been critical of Spagnuolo from time to time. But at this point in time, 2 Super Bowls later, and the phenomenal job that he has done in the first 3 weeks to have this defense rolling. I mean, they are on point. And it's not just one guy. It's a lot of guys that are contributing to this defensive side. And it's been all phases. The front 4 has been doing their thing, getting pressure, getting sacks. Linebackers have been flying across the field, plugging up holes, making sure that these running backs are getting big chunks of yardage. Secondary has been playing all out. I mean, clank, 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 putting them clamps down on them receivers. I mean, we just got to give a lot of credit to Spagnuolo in that defense because it's been magnifique. It's been beautiful to watch. is one phase of the game that as fans we don't have to worry about because they are handling business. We just need them to sustain it for the rest of the season, barring any crazy injuries. Because I think this side of the ball, the defensive side, is very. They got a lot of depth on that roster when it comes to each position or each level of the defense, secondary, linebacker, and front four. They got depth in each level of the defense, and it's on full display right now. Spags is in his bag, baby. He's in his bag. And just total observation number 5 is that was a total team win. Total team win. Offense showed up. Special teams showed up. Defense showed up. This is the kind of stuff that you need, because this is going to be one of those things that you can look back at it and be like, this is when the team starts getting momentum. You start racking up those total team victories like you did against the Bears, and that's what builds the momentum. Here's what's crazy about it, and I get it. It was the Bears. Hey, you play who you're supposed to play, all right? Bears are not a good team right now, but you handle business. You didn't fall to the trap. Here's the crazy thing about the Chiefs' schedule. Jets, Vikings, Broncos are all up next. All up next. So, and all of those games are in a 12-day span. October 1st, Sunday night, got the Jets. A week later, you got the Vikings. 4 days later, on the Thursday, you got the Broncos. Away at the Jets, away at Minnesota, home against the Broncos. So in 12 days, you got 3 more teams that the Chiefs are going to play that aren't playing so good right now. Not playing good football right now. So it's 3 more trap games that the Chiefs mentally had to be ready for, prepared for, and they had to physically show that they're the better team. Because right now, after taking care of the Bears, 3 more games of on paper that you should win, this is when you got to start racking up these dubs. Start, less penalties, less mistakes, more dominance, more balance on the offense and being as pure as you was against the Bears. More physical dominance by the defense like you was against the Bears. This is when you start perfecting everything. Start racking up these total team wins, because when you do that, that's when you start rolling. Then when you see the Chargers, the Dolphins, the Eagles, Bills, Bengals on the back half of that schedule, oh, you ready? Oh, you ready? So that's what I love to see from the Chiefs, man. It's going to be dope. It's going to be awesome. I mean, I'm excited. These next couple of weeks, I'm excited. I'm telling you, the Chiefs might go on such a nice roll. It's going to be hard to cool them off when you come off this schedule where, playing 4 teams that just haven't played good football so far. Completely eviscerate the Bears, 41-10. Let's go to New York and beat up the Jets, who aren't playing good. Turn around, beat up the Vikings, who aren't playing good. Turn around and beat up on the Broncos, who damn sure ain't. Look, if the Dolphins put up 70 points on them, oh, Andy, I ain't expecting nothing less than 72. I don't care. Just get the dub. I don't care how many points you get. But I'm just saying, got to take advantage of this soft schedule at this point of the season. Got to. Perfect your craft. Get on the roll. Got to. All right, y'all. Hey, those are my observations, Wildcard Mar's observations of the 41-10 beatdown that the Chiefs gave the Chicago Bears. Hey, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. But please, go on over to RW Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, most importantly, YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Let you know every time we drop new content. RW Sports 1 on Twitter. And if you want to chop it up with me personally, on Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar. Hey, until then, you know what it is. In the home of the Chiefs, baby. I'll let y'all. Peace and love.